Hi, this is Dr. Letitia Heath, and listen, I am bringing to you the first series of videos that I'm making concerning creating generational wealth. A lot of times when we talk about generational wealth, it's about a family business, or we're talking about bringing money into our families, right? So, you know that there is a such thing as generational poverty. But listen, we don't want that. We want to erase that. We want to scrape that out, right? And we want to begin to create generational wealth. Now, if we go into it from a biblical perspective, the Bible said that God has given us the power to get wealth, and He has given us the power to get wealth, but we have to be able to conceive that in our minds. We have to be able to receive the downloads that the Most High gives us concerning our finances. Our finances are very important. And also, there is a scripture that says that we should leave an inheritance, right? Not only a physical inheritance, but we should leave a spiritual inheritance as well. But we are going to talk about tonight, glory be to God, we're going to start talking about creating generational wealth. Now, who want to create generational wealth? Who out there does not want to have additional streams of income coming in? Listen, we're doing this thing together. I'm doing it with you, and you are doing it with me, right? So the Lord began to speak to me many years ago, I believe in 2014, that He began to give me the concept of creating generational wealth. I was born in the 70s in 1971, as a matter of fact. And so when we were born and when we went to school, we was taught. Y'all know that we have been taught. We was taught that you go to school, you get your high school diploma, you go to college, and guess what? You get a job. You get a job and you work 30 years and you generate an income from that. We were not taught to kind of step out and create businesses and be entrepreneurs. We was not taught that. So therefore, we did exactly what we was taught. We graduated high school, we went to college. Some went to college, with secondary education, and we got a job. And now here we are 25, 30 years later. Like those who are in my generation, we are about to retire, right? So we did what we was taught. But when we look at the younger generation, those that are coming behind us, especially the generations now, they are not getting 9 to 5s, right? They are not getting to 9 to 5s. They are out here starting their home-based business. If you see, they got lip gloss businesses, they have makeup business, they have all these businesses that they are starting because their teaching was different from ours. They had more things that was taught to them as it relates to money. So let's talk about creating generational wealth. Here we are, 50s and our 40s and 50s, and we got this one income. We got this 9 to 5. We got this 30-year job that we're working on. We have our 401k, if you will, and we may have 457s. But let's talk about having additional income coming in, that when we expire, when we leave this earth, that there will still be residual income coming in, creating generational wealth, right? And so when we think about Solomon was the richest man back during that time. He was the richest man. I believe that Queen Sheba, I believe, was the richest woman during that time. And so they got together and they began to communicate. They began to do businesses together. So that's what we need to do. We need to come together with like-minded people who have the same mindset, that wants to create wealth and not continue to live from check to check, continue to live in poverty, if you will. But we began to change our mindsets, and now here we are today, and we are going to start working on the concept of creating generational wealth with the things that we love to do, right? So the Lord began to speak to me again about having multiple irons in the fire. Y'all know we hear that. We're not talking about having all kinds of stuff, but we're talking about multiple irons in the fire, what that looks like and what that convert over to as it relates to our finances, is that we are having multiple streams of income. There is nothing wrong with our 9 to 5. There is nothing wrong with our 30-year jobs. There is nothing wrong with our 401ks and our 457s and whatever plans that we may have. Those are just 3 irons that we have in the fire, right? You didn't even know that, right? You got 3 irons already in the fire, right? Because you got a 9 to 5 that is generating you income. You got a 401 that's generating you income. You have 457s, and also if you have CDs, guess what? You already have 4 irons in the fire. But guess what? Those incomes are not your 9 to 5 is not, it's accessible, but it's accessible when it goes into your account, right? So what about your 401? You get penalized if you go in that too early. Your 457, we get penalized, but we need money that is easily accessible. We need capital that we can put our hands on when we need to put our hands on it, right? So this is where your home-based business come in, right? So listen, your home-based business can be something simple as, and we're just talking about simple as me, making tumblers, t-shirts, lip gloss, candles. We talked about all these things, candle, essential oils, all those things that you love to do. If you like to cook, start your cooking channel. We talked about that. Working out, do your workout channel. All those things can generate you income. You love to do it, and guess what? You can make money from doing it. I don't do well in network marketing. I have tried, but I don't do well in it. But listen, I'm not knocking network marketing, because guess what? That is another iron in your fire, right? Glory be to God. The more iron you have in your fire, the more streams of income that you have, the more you're able to leave generational wealth, right? Whether it's paparazzi, whether it's TLC, whatever it is that those network Legal Shield. There are so many different network marketing that you can join. I'm not good at it, so I try to stay away from those. But listen, let's talk about how you begin to create your generational wealth. First of all, what is it that you love to do? You can make money from those things that you love to do. Again, if you love to cook, you can start a cooking channel. Whatever it is, if you like to skate and you are a good skater and you know how to do all those tricks, you can actually teach skating. Whatever it is that you love to do. So listen, we are going to find that thing that we love to do, and that thing that can generate us an income, right? We're going to bring it out our head, we're going to bring it out our heart, and then we're going to put it on the paper, right? That thing that is your passion. If it's writing books, you can create books, you can create journals. It's so many things that you can do. You're going to bring it out of your head, we're going to bring it out of our hearts, and then we're going to put it on paper, right? Bring it out of our heads, we're going to bring it out of our hearts, and then we are going to put it on paper, right? And once we do that, this is just step one. Begin to ask the Lord, begin to pray, and ask the Lord, what is it that I can do that can generate me an income? What is it that I can do to begin to tap into my home-based business, tap into my visions, tap into my dreams, tap into my goals, and even with that, I can begin to generate an income. So once you do that, we're going to come back with video 2 about creating generational wealth. We're tired of generational poverty. We're tired of living in lack. So now it's the time, 2025, that we are going to start generating income doing the things that we love. This is Dr. Letitia Heath, 2025. We are creating generational wealth.